Dear Xbox, you've always been there for me. From the days of old, hopping on Halo every night after school, to the more recent excitement of a game as good as Hi-Fi Rush getting shadow dropped. But we need to talk. You see, if I was a regular dude just going about my life and casually enjoying gaming, I would never know what is going on with Xbox at all. Of course, that's not me. I'm glued to game news like Eagles fans were glued to the screen after that call during the Super Bowl. But for people that aren't keyed into the gaming media, it would be impossible to know what is going on with Xbox, as they have little to no marketing at all. Now we know that over recent weeks, Microsoft has had major layoffs, and evidently among them was a large portion of the Xbox PR department. You know, the department that creates ads and comes up with clever ways to turn people's attention and excitement towards your brand. This is a huge blow to Xbox in my opinion, as marketing can be a huge aspect of making a game or platform successful. This was driven home in the past few weeks for me. We got a shadow drop of one of the best Xbox games in recent years.
Let's rock, big boy.
And it had to lean on word of mouth to draw an audience. Not one iota of effort was given to marketing Hi-Fi Rush. And with the game being such a quality title, that's a damn shame. Then we get to the Super Bowl last night, and we got an exciting tweet from the Xbox Twitter account teasing the big game. Now of course this ended up being just a clever pun from the Xbox Twitter account, but it highlights a huge issue. Xbox is dropping one of the biggest games of the year, and here they had a perfect way to draw attention to it and assure that everyone knows that Bethesda's next big mainline RPG is coming soon. And yet we got nothing. Now, we did see a great Mario trailer for the amazing looking Super Mario movie.
All the fame, when you think is in trouble, you could call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the
But Xbox was nowhere to be seen. This goes to showcase just what the other two big gaming companies do that Xbox really needs more of. Marketing. Marketing hits multiple aspects of what makes people flock to your games. Not only does it serve to inform players of what is going on, but it also drums up excitement for a title or platform. Let's look at some recent examples from the other two platforms. Nintendo recently did a shadow drop of their own. At the most recent Nintendo Direct, they surprised us all with the release of Metroid Prime Remastered, a borderline remake of one of the best games of all time in my opinion. The big difference here is, they didn't just stop there. Almost every ad break on my YouTube right now features Metroid Prime. So even if I didn't watch the Direct, I would definitely still know that Metroid Prime Remastered is out right now. On to the other of the big two. PlayStation has had marketing issues in the past as well. But lately, they seem to be on a roll. Late last year, they had a huge ad campaign around God of War. Everyone knew what the big game of the holiday was, and their marketing made sure no one forgot it. And it also hammered home the fact that it was something that you wanted to play as soon as possible. Now more recently, PlayStation had the marketing rights for the controversial Hogwarts Legacy. Now, I'm not here to discuss the morality of this game, but just looking at the sales, however, this game was a huge success. And it was probably always going to be huge, but Sony saw this coming and secured marketing to Hogwarts Legacy and made sure that every Hogwarts ad had the PlayStation name attached to it. And this absolutely matters. A perfect example being this tweet from Colt Eastwood over on Twitter. Colt writes, 2 different family members saw Hogwarts Legacy on my Xbox and said, I thought this was only on PlayStation. Thanks, PlayStation Instagram ads. So there are absolutely people out there that now think Hogwarts Legacy is a PlayStation exclusive title due to the marketing done by Sony. This is further driven home by the sales numbers we're seeing. Now we know thanks to Benchy Sales that Hogwarts Legacy is selling massively well, hitting 800,000 concurrent players on Steam alone, with Benji going on to state that there is a very real chance that the PlayStation numbers could be even higher. We should see actual sales numbers in the coming weeks, but thanks to GamesIndustry.biz, we also know a bit of how the sales break down from platform to platform. It turns out, unsurprisingly, that physical sales for Hogwarts Legacy are 82% PlayStation and just 18% Xbox Series X and S. Now that gap will close a bit since Xbox does skew more towards digital sales. Even so, with the amount of sales this game is generating, this gap showcases just how strong the marketing was for Sony. Now, let's get back to Xbox for a bit. We know Hi-Fi Rush drummed up plenty of excitement in the community and received rave reviews from critics and influencers. The game is absolutely phenomenal, but I think Xbox dropped the ball big time here. It did well enough, sure, and as far as we know, Xbox is pretty happy with the numbers. But how much better could it have done with the proper marketing campaign? Well, we can kind of gauge that based on another recent Game Pass drop that did have a good marketing campaign behind it. High on Life. Let's just listen to what Benji Sales had to say on the matter.
Hi-Fi did well. Hi-Fi did not go nuclear, though. It did pretty well, it looks like, on Steam overall, but not amazing on Steam. We talked about that last chat. However, this was not one of those scenarios like, let's say, High on Life was. High on Life hit #1 on Game Pass over Minecraft. The highest that I saw Hi-Fi Rush get, I believe, was #9, whereas Age of Empires 2 right now is #4.
So, as you can see, Hi-Fi Rush hasn't come anywhere close to what High on Life was able to do. Even though, objectively speaking, Hi-Fi Rush is the better game. This just further shows how important good marketing is. So, what can Xbox do to remedy this? Well, fixing their PR issue first and foremost, but also getting more marketing deals for big titles going forward. Xbox used to be great for this in the past. But what is most important is making sure people know what Xbox has coming and what players interested in the platform should be looking forward to. They have some great titles coming to Game Pass in the near future. With games like Atomic Heart and Wolong Fallen Dynasty coming within the next few weeks, I'd bet that most players outside of the core gaming crowd don't even know these games are coming to Game Pass. Xbox also has a huge amount of developers working on games coming in the next few years. I'd imagine they have to have some PR plan for something as big as Starfield, but after fumbling the opportunity to show it off during the big game, I'm not so sure. They really have to get ahead of the curve here. Games like Starfield do generate their own PR. It being the next big Bethesda RPG will generate its own marketing to a certain degree. But games like Avowed, Hellblade 2, Redfall, and Everwild don't have that luxury. Their success will largely depend on, well, how good they are first and foremost, but also how well Xbox can market these games, and their ability to show audiences why they should care about these releases. There's still plenty of time for Xbox to get their marketing together, so let's hope they see the light and get their head out of the sand in the coming months. I'm a huge Xbox fan, and I just want to see these great games get a chance to shine. Alright, that's it. I'm done ranting here. I'm gonna let this montage of future Xbox games play out while I get back to Hi-Fi Rush. Later, taters.